I'm a hero, I'm for hire, I'm a seller, I'm a buyer. Conversations with me in my lounge as the stream. You know me, my Morgan, subject board, follow him. I'm the comic man. I'm the comic man.
Well, hello, true believers. We're here at the Heroes for Hire Comic Club Studios with our roving reporter, Big Jeff. He's at his kids' flag football
on location.
What's the score? Are they playing yet? Are they started yet?
Yeah, they're going to start in a couple of minutes. I'm on location at such and such high school and reporting live. Back to you.
In an undisclosed location. We're obviously not going to dox where the school's at.
No.
For you comic book weirdos out there. I'm just kidding. All right, but anyway, we're gonna. I'm glad everybody's joining us today. Getting used to the time change over here. I don't know how it is on the West Coast, but it kind of can be kind of jarring the first day, I think. But we got some comic book previews in store for you, and we'll just, you know what? Before we get started, though, just a reminder that me and Jeff will be dropping a video Tuesday for G.I. Joe issue 13, the last plane from Rio Lindo. And we'll see if they can get Stalker and Snake Eyes and Breaker out of there. And what happened to Snake Eyes and Quinn? We don't know. So it was a cliffhanger. So they're going to send in the rest of the Joes to get them back.
That's right.
We got a comment in the chat. What's up, Nerdy Geek? You want to come on the show, man? Let me know. I'll send you a link. All right, now we got. Also want to remind you that I'm part of March Madness. I'm collaborating with pop culture philosophers and one collection down, and we've already got 1 week under the belt. The last movie reviewed was 12 Monkeys. It was on One Collection Down's channel. I was not there, but I was in the chat. They had a great show, maybe one of the best I've seen so far of the March Madness. But Wednesday, tomorrow night on March 9th, Fade to Black will be on PCP Movie Night, and I will be there. I'll be one of the panelists for that one. I got to watch that movie the day after the show, which I definitely will do. And then Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be reviewing The Serpent and the Rainbow. Starring Bill Pullman, directed by Wes Craven. One of Wes Craven's most underrated films, so please check that out. And without any further ado, let's get into the new Comic Book Day previews for this week. I think new Comic Book Day is on Wednesday. Today's the 8th, 9th, 10th. So it's going to be March 11th, 2026. I had to do that in my head. Math's hard, Jeff. Math is hard. All right. So anyway, I want to use the time. Every mistake I make today is because of the time going forward. That's what I'm going to say. So, all right, Absolute Batman 18. You can tell Absolute Batman's got all the bandwagon jumpers on it, Jeff, because there are 43 variants for this with all these exclusives for all these different sellers. 789 Comics, 616 Comics, Big Dex Comics, Big Time Collectibles. Big Time Collectibles, as a matter of fact, has 6 or 7 of their own. We got a Black Saber Comics exclusive, Clayman Web Store Wraparound, MegaCon exclusives. So there's going to be exclusive after exclusive. Tyler Kirkham exclusives. This is the only problem with this is that everybody's jumping on the bandwagon and they want to get their little exclusives. And it's going to make most of these exclusives not worth a damn thing in the end of the day, probably. So, but that's okay. We're just here to talk about new Comic Day previews, so let's get through talking about that. We also have Absolute Green Lantern number 12. It's got 3. See, that's cool. You got 3 variants. That's how it should be. Got Transformers issue 30. There's 6 variants for this comic. Ooh, I kind of like that MegaCon exclusive for Costa Rica, but I'll probably pass on that. We got Action Comics 1096 comes out this week. New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes out this week with 6 variants to choose from, including a very lovely April O'Neil cover.
I'm going to jump out and jump back in, Matt, because I lost your audio.
All right. Spawn 373 comes out this week. Getting closer and closer to issue 400. We have a new X-Men series. It's going to have 22 variants. That's a bit excessive too, Marvel. X-Men United #1. There's going to be like a connected cover. There's plenty of covers. We don't want to get into all of them, but I will show you some of these later. But let's read about it. Welcome to Gray Matter Lane. Learn to survive the experience. Build a school. Charles Xavier told them, and the X-Men have done so, but in a manner nobody saw coming. Welcome to Gray Matter Lane. Let me get to read this. I'll let you in. A place where mutants anywhere in the world can come together in unity to teach one another the skills needed for their survival, with instructors including Wolverine, Beast, Prodigy, Magneto, and more. And a campus unlike any ever seen. It is the crossroads of the X universe as a student body from across the globe works to take mutant kind to the next step in their evolution and to cope with a brewing threat to all of their number. So that's kind of cool, I think. Be interesting. Here you go, Jeff. We got a new mutant school coming back. The Xavier School's gone, and now we got Gray Matter Lane. So I was just explaining to everybody what X-Men United is all about. We got Robert Pops in the chat. Hey, Robert Pops, how you doing? We got Missing Mars, and we got Tony here. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Great to see you in the chat. We were talking about this new X-Men title. It's going to be called X-Men United. All right. Well, save us some food. Me and Jeff will be there for dinner. I'm just kidding. All right. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm trying to be positive about it too, Nerdy Geek. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this one's like. And we're going to have that X-Men Outback coming out in a couple of months as well. So let's continue on our little journey here on New Comic Day previews. We have Supergirl issue 11 coming out. We got a decal course cover. He's going to be at Heroes Con. Bleeding Heart issue 2. Issue 1 wasn't that bad, Jeff. That Bleeding Hearts, we read it on Bruce's channel.
No, it wasn't bad. It was good.
It wasn't bad at all. I might check that out. I might check that one out. Let me have Black Cat issue 8. It looks like she's got Mary Jane Venom behind her there. We got Venom Legacy 255. I guess that's like a part of that spiral thing going on with Spider-Man. And it's going to be just like a one-shot Venom. And I guess they're trying. I don't know why 255 would not be able to really much of a milestone. We have Emperor Aquaman. But Aquaman, I've heard good things about it. I've not read it, but he's an Emperor now. Then we're going to have Mira. We got Magic and Colossus issue 2. David Nakayama doing all the cover A's. So we got that coming out. Green Lantern Corps #14. Dork #2. Still all the rage. I think everybody's wanting to get their hands on Dork #2. And so let's see here. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. All right. All right, let's go to King Spawn 53. We have Sirens, Love Hurts. There's been some nice Tula Lotte covers for this that I may be picking up. I didn't get #1 or 2, so I may have to go back and get those if I can get them. We got Alias, Red Band #1. This is, of course, the new Jessica Jones series. We're going to highlight this. The return of Jessica Jones. A series of grisly murders in Hell's Kitchen pulls Jessica Jones into a mystery more sinister than she could ever have imagined. As the wife of Mayor Luke Cage, she'll have to tread carefully as she forms a dangerous alliance with Typhoid Mary to track down the killer. But as she delves deeper into Hell's Kitchen's dark underbelly, the evidence she finds presents more questions than answers. Follow the mystery in an all-new Red Band miniseries written by Sam Humphries, who wrote for New Avengers and the legendary Star-Lord, drawn by Geraldo Borges, and who drew for Thunderbolts, and celebrating the 25th anniversary of Alias. And we got a beautiful David Mack cover here, and I got some interesting variants, I think. So I'm kind of looking forward to Jessica Jones Red Band. Is anybody else? Alias Red Band. Is anybody else going to be looking forward to that? I know I am. Yes, and that Jeff DeCal Superman looks fantastic. You are totally correct. All right, now we got that out of the way with Alias. We got Logan, Black, White, and Red #3. Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant. Doctor Strange #4 comes out this week. We got Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes. New issue of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's issue 85. Imperial Guards #1 from Marvel. G.I. Joe Real American Hero 326. Some more cool covers by Cedric Palat We even got an Invincible cover. I may have to get that one. I don't know. I've been watching the Invincible series. I was kind of slow to get onto it, but I finally started season 2, so no spoilers. Even though it's kind of late in the game, we have the premiere issue of Comics the Magazine comes out this week. I thought it was supposed to come out last week, but it must have got delayed. So I had the Shabia variant on my list last week for variants. So I don't know. They must have changed it. Let's see what it says about it. Comic Books the Magazine You Demanded is here. Do you love comics? Do you want to read more about comics that you will love? Do you wish there were a magazine you could pick up every month that also loves comics? Well, my dudes, all your wishes have finally come true.
Wizard Magazine has returned.
Yeah, How to Make Absolute Batman. That's right. We're kicking things off with the hottest book of the century. Well, I don't know. Okay. Already, I don't like them. Hottest book of the century. That's okay. We'll look at the past, present, future of Nick Dracota and Scott Snyder's absolute masterpiece, featuring interviews with the creative team and an insane cover by Nick and Comics, the magazine art director Rico Benzi. Comics, the magazine, is everything you've ever dreamed of and more. All right, they just repeat it over and over. Never mind. All right. So anyway, apparently, Comics, the magazine, is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. Ordained issue 2 comes out this week. We have Die Loaded number 5 out this week. Shout out to John Below. We have Space Ghost issue 9 from season 2. Blood and Thunder is up to issue 11. Harley Quinn and Elvira are still going. I forgot about it. We also have Mark Spears issue 9 comes out this week. So that you got that to look forward. I kind of like the cover D there, where they got the 3D glasses. That's kind of cool. Planet of the Apes versus the Fantastic Four, DC AEW number 2, and I want to highlight this one. This is Tigress Island number 1. A group of down on their luck actresses are kidnapped to an island prison run by a sadistic female warden. Working together is their only chance of escape, but trust issues abound. Action adventure inspired by exploitation films, ridiculously fun, and seriously sexy. Ooh, all right. So there you go. Seriously sexy and seriously fun. And as you can tell, there are some naughty covers for this one. What they call the not safe for work variant. Although I don't know if you should be reading comics at work. I'm just saying, everybody, don't get caught reading comics at your job, right? They've got another one I want to highlight, and then we're going to kind of call it quits. They got Invincible Foil number 1 reprint, but there's another one coming out from Mad Cave called 51. And Jeff, you're going to love this. You're going to love the story for this. Listen to this. What? Okay, let me see. Check the chat real quick. See what we got. I think it might be a big book. Tony said it sounds like an absolute suck up. All right.
Don't forget, folks, to pick up your issue of Dead Samurai number 7 by Wake Entertainment.
Yeah, definitely. You need to start getting paid by Wake Entertainment. Okay, here we go. What if all the secrets housed in Area 51 leaked out into the world? Who would be responsible for that mess? And who would be responsible for cleaning it up? After the president's screw-up son, Harvey, gets in trouble with the law, his dad calls in a favor and gets him assigned to the real-life Area 51, Hangar 51. But it's not the thrill ride the conspiracy theorists would have you believe. Harvey spends most of his days cataloging items he's forbidden from even looking at. That all changed when Harvey and his co-workers decided to throw a rager and wake up from their bender to find that every single item from Hangar 51 has been stolen. Now, in the deepest trouble of his life, Harvey and his ragtag crew must go out into the world and put the genie back in the bottle, capturing rogue aliens, stolen superpower formulas, experimental energy weapons, and all manner of impossible objects as they hunt each piece down.
It sounds like a comedy.
Yeah. A darker truth begins to surface. Who actually broke into Hangar 51, and what do they plan to do with what they took? Writer Kurt Pyers and artist Jock take you on a trip like you've never seen before to explore a conspiracy theory you won't ever believe. That kind of sounds like it's right up my alley. So anyway, check out Area 51. It might be already too late to get it because you know how these indies have been blowing up. But you know, we'll keep trying. We have another one called. This one looks weird. What the hell is this about? Spider-Man Meals to Astonish. What? Okay, I gotta read this one, Jeff. Dive into a brand new adventure. Daily Bugle food critic Chet Chakowski and intrepid photographer Peter Parker are headed downtown for the opening of a brand new world-class restaurant. But when Rhino interrupts the festivities, it's up to Spider-Man and his friends to save the day and their diner. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that one. So anyway, we got that out of the way. Okay, we're done with that. We kind of looked over the new comic book day. So now, and of course, Bruce already has 4 copies of each one because Bruce is always ahead of the game when it comes to these. I'll tell you what, watch Bruce's and Nerdy Geeks FOC videos.
And I lost your audio again. I'll have to pop back out.
All right. So they really know what they're talking about. So please, 51. You saw 51? Yeah. That's going to be good. So like I told you, Bruce has already told me, don't sleep on 51 and Tigris Island. All right, it's coming out this week. But anyway, let's get into my picks for variant covers of the week. These are just my picks, nobody else's. So variant covers of the week. Here's my top 10 variants of the week. Coming in at number 10, this gorgeous G.I. Joe Real American Hero 326 cover with Cover Girl lounging back on the Wolverine vehicle and launching some missiles at Cobra. It's a Steve Beach cover. He's been killing it with these vehicle covers. Oh man, I want to collect them all. It's like the Pokemon. I want to get every one of them, right? So we have Siren number 2 comes out this week, and it's a gorgeous Tula Lotte cover. Really like that cover. I like the way her use of color, you know, and she really does a great job. So then we also have another lady that draws pretty good for Black Cat issue 8. Stephanie Hans variant. I call this the Cat Lady. This is my Lady Fantastic. This is my Lady Fantastic variant. Shout out to Carolyn. And then of course, me and Nerdy were talking about this Jeff DeCal variant at number 6, I think. Yeah. That's the Supergirl. Okay. Very lovely one. He's going to be at Heroes Con, by the way.
I got a super bad glare on my phone, but that one looks good, even in the shadow.
Yeah, that G.I. Joe cover's nice. Where's Clockwork Orange? Clockwork Orange, I didn't know there was a comic. Is there a Clockwork Orange comic? I did not know that. And if there is, please send me the link for it, Bruce, because I'm going to buy 10 copies of it because it's one of my favorite movies. Now we have coming up next for Transformers, we have the Juarez variant. This is a 1 in 50 variant. So this one will be probably a little bit harder to get. It's probably going to be a little too late. If you've not got it yet, you're probably not going to get it. Yeah, I want the Supergirl cover too, Tony, for sure. Let's go back and look at it. Let's go admire it one more time. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a worthy of framing.
Yes. And then the next up, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right here, issue 16. And that would be the Thiago da Silva variant. Looking
Thiago
good.
da Silva's been doing good covers.
Yeah, great. And you know who else has been doing great the last couple of weeks? And actually, Jeff, you picked up a Domino variant he did for me. Fan Yang with this new Storm variant. Look at this. Wow. I think John's Comics with Friends could appreciate that one. And probably this next one is the Anka Storm Earth Ice Mutant number 2. I kind of like that one looking fierce. I like how her hair kind of looks like a cloud, right? So that's kind of cool. Then we got for X-Men United. I picked this one. This is a Michael Lisner Magic variant for X-Men United number 1. And that's it. No, that's the second one favorite this week. And then the top number 1. We got the Tigris Island Not Safe for Work variant by Luciano Vecchio's sister. She's a pretty good artist in her own right. And you know, we got the nips covered up, so we're all good, no problem there. But it's a little bit naughty. Women in Chains, you know, like remember those 80s and 70s movies, like Women in Prison. So it's probably going to be kind of like that. It's going to be like an exploitation thing. But that's the out of context, or not. I mean, out of context. That's the variant covers of the week. Moving right along, our next segment is new key issues of the week. So we go in and talk to you about what are the new first appearances coming out this week and all that jazz. So, and Nerdy says he may have a few of those Tigers Island NSFW covers ordered. I'm sure you do. If you get an extra one and you want to sell it, holler at your boy. All right, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in time for it sells out. You know. All right. Anyway, so then we got new keys of the week. Let me go ahead and share that, and we'll get through this segment real fast. All right. First up, we have Area 51, number 1, Mad Cave. We already went over this. I don't think we really have to go over it anymore. There's the cover. I probably should have got it, but it's probably too late. I hope not, but I want to get it. Next up, we have Absolute Batman 18. This is going to be the introduction of Langstrom Baum in full. And that is cover A right there. A lot of people are thinking this is going to be a big one. Absolute Batman 18, glow in the dark wraparound. So I think this is going to be a hot one. But this one is Clayman web store exclusive, limited to 1,000 copies. Wraparound art inspired by Chainsaw Man.
Good job, D.
Next up, we have Get 'em, Lock 'em Down. Aquaman 15. This will be the possible first appearance of the Crimson Queen, which will potentially be a future version of Mera and Andy. So let's see what happens there. And Emperor Aquaman, issue 15. If you're reading that, I've heard good things. I've not read it. Get some more comments coming in. Yo, what up, Polly? Paul at 619. Happy Sunday, brother. Good to see you. Always good to see you, my friend. All right, we got Exorcism at Buckingham Palace, issue 1. I didn't even see this on the list. But okay, here we go. They did an exorcism at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, so I guess now the evil spirits have moved to Buckingham Palace. When the royal family is lost at sea, playboy and recovering addict Theo Belmont must confront his demons as he faces an unexpected chance at the throne amid whispers of attack and a family curse. And well, Godzilla is he's attacked Portland. I mean, he's attacked Boston, Chicago, Kansas City, Los Angeles, and Texas so far. And now it's Godzilla versus Portland. Are they going to let Godzilla go through all 50 states? Let me know. I'd like to see when Godzilla versus Kentucky. But I got to warn Godzilla coming to Kentucky. We got a lot of guns.
Godzilla right. Don't worry about no state lines.
Yeah. I don't know. People in Kentucky be crazy. You know, they'll be throwing meth at him and shit, moonshine. So Godzilla focuses attack on Portland this time. So check it out if you want. Next up, we have Imperial Guards number 1. First team appearance of the Imperial Guards: Gamora, Captain Marvel, Amadeus Cho, Darkhawk, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. This one must have slipped past me there. All right, I didn't see this one. That kind of, I don't know. That one kind of interests me for some reason. I like anything where they team up, different characters, right? So we'll check that one out. Then we got Mara Magic and Colossus issue 2. This will be the first full appearance of a character called the Immortal. Nice David Nakayama variant, brother and sister there, posing for a family portrait.
Isn't there already a character named the Immortal?
I don't know. A Quiet Place, Storm Warning, number 1. Comic book series set in the world of the film. So it's based on the movies A Quiet Place. So it's going to be based in that area. Then we got Spider-Man Meals to Astonish. Will be the first appearance of Chef Anna Amiyama. Previously appeared in digital comics. So kind of already went over that one a little bit. They're talking about food critics, I guess. And we have a variant for Spider-Man Meals to Astonish. Number 1 variant. So this variant, everybody I guess wants the variant. I don't really, this book doesn't appeal to me. I'm just going to be honest. Next up, we have Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant number 2. There is cover A. And it says it's the first appearance of Galacta. the daughter of Galactus in the mainstream Marvel universe. So she was in the Marvel Rivals book. Now they're crossing her over to this. And next up, we have Tigress Island #1. We kind of already went over this, but this is cover A for Tigress Island #1, kind of prison exploitation kind of thing. We got Venom 255, the Death Spiral Part 3, X-Men United #1. It's the introduction of Gray Matter Lane, a new institute for mutants. And there's going to be another cover that goes with this that connects. As you see, you can see where Emma Frost is at. There'll be another connecting cover for that. Anyway, that is the new key issues of the week right there. Moving right along. We go in here to the trending 20 comics of the week. I get this information from the Key Collector app. So let's see what's trending this week on the Key Collector app. All right, here we go. At number 20, we have Static #1 from Milestone 93. This is the first appearance of Static Shock, the first black superhero to star in his own cartoon series. It's also the first appearance of Hot Streak, a villain with the power to control fire. Been a 267% increase in copies sold this week because they had that Dakota Incident Marvel history of the DC Universe Dakota Incident come out, and there's been a lot of interest in Static. It was a really cool character. I used to enjoy reading this when I was back in school, Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 344 from 1991. This is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, who later becomes Carnage. So there you go. And I'm pretty sure that's a Bagley cover there. It's also the first appearance of Cardiac, a doctor who vowed to find a cure for the ailment that caused the death of his brother. There's been a 188% increase in copies sold. There's rumors that Cardiac is among many characters speculated to appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Well, they have speculated that there's going to be 50,000 characters from Spider-Man universe. I don't know, but they probably have to be a very large person to hook up with Galactus and have a kid, right? All right, maybe hooked up with Ego the Living Planet or something. I don't know. Absolute Batman #17. Introduction of Poison Ivy in full. Introduction of the Court of Owls cameo appearance. 182% increase in copies sold. It only came out last couple weeks ago. Next up, from Western Comics, we have Astro Boy issue 1 from 1965. The first appearance of Astro Boy in U.S. Comics. And there's been a 150% increase in copies sold this week. Following the announcement that Astro Boy is getting a live-action film from Sony with Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, and the writer of Juno, and Gil Kennan, who wrote Monster House, developing the project right now. High grade's about $800, so we got a little Astro Boy spec going on, Then we got another banger. I always say this is a banger because it's one of my favorite Green Lantern. It's called the new Lanterns trailer drop. Green Lantern issue 87 from 1971, DC Comics. The first appearance of John Stewart, my favorite Lantern of all time. There you go. $650 in a high grade, $150 mid grade. I'm going to have to look for this book because I really love John Stewart. I might not do it now because of all the whatever about the new show. And then we got Absolute Superman #7, which is the first full appearance of Brainiac in the Absolute universe. Then we got, looky here, Ultimate Spider-Man #1 back on the list, premier issue, because it's all the Ultimate stuff's ending for now, but it's not over yet, so don't worry. 125% increase in copies sold because the last issue came out last week or the week before. First appearance of Richard Parker II. And another series that I love, Infernal Hulk #1. Oh man, still on the list this week. High sale of $12. It's like first full appearance of the Infernal Hulk. First appearance of Bridger. 117% increase in copies sold. Here we go.
It's a fun Hulk story. If you haven't checked it out, check it out.
Yeah, and we got another little fun story here. I've read this. DC Alien Special #1. Back on the list, $60 in high grade. Introduction of Absolute Superman, Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and the Absolute Universe. The debut of the new Justice League satellite, and the death of Calibac, the son of Darkseid. And another book. Shout out to Bruce at Kingdom of Nerds for telling everybody about this one. Nectar #1 was out last week about these blood-sucking little butterflies. So that's up. It's on here. This is new this week, but somewhat different from other titles. Nectar generated noticeable social media interest ahead of this week's release. Another one Bruce and Nerdy was telling me about. Narco #1, which is what we're going to be reviewing this week on Kingdom of Nerds YouTube stream. And that is at 8 p.m. Eastern, by the way. So please tune into that. I'll be there with Nerdy Geek Comics, Joe's Doolin, and I think Big Jeff will be there, and maybe a host of other people. Maybe Mama Bear will be there. I don't know. But there you go. This one I read. This is pretty good, by the way. It's trending up $15 right now. New this week. As a new unexplained trend continues with independent premiere issues surging in value on eBay despite minimal promotional marketing or pre-release chatter. Then we have Dork #1, the second print. I mean, it's all right. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was kind of a cool premise. Comics Embrace, Daniel. It was kind of like a good setup. I kind of want to see what they do with issue 2, though. You know what I mean, Daniel? So, Paul says the lanterns look like shit. I hope I'm wrong. Bruce said, lanterns looks amazing. Damn you, Paul. And Paul says, Pearl Hulk is awesome. Philip Kennedy Johnson is killing it. I absolutely agree with that, Paul. I hope these new titles hold up, but I haven't seen this before. Yeah, it might not. And then Daniel's agreeing with Paul that it does look like shit. I'm going to reserve judgment until I've seen all the votes counted, or so to speak. Anyway, let's continue on the list here. We got Dork #1, second print. The Thank You Virgin variant, retailer appreciation variant distributed by the comics. And it says Dork continues to perform well on eBay, emerging as the indie hit that sparked a weekly surge of interest in new premiere issues. There's the regular issue cover A, second printing. We have a DC All-In Special 1 third print. This is a third printing of a different cover here, as you see. Next up, we have Star Wars Shadow of the Maul #1. I'm looking forward to this one. Kind of want to get this one, to be honest with you. Darth Maul's one of my favorite Star Wars characters, but we'll see. Another hot book we got on here, this list, Marvel Team Up #14, and this is the Todd McFarlane variant. And you know what they say about McFarlane, right? When I see it, I say, this is what I say anyway. See Todd, you buy Todd. Murder Drones #1, another hot indie book that just blew up out of left field. Well, not out of left field. This one already had kind of a built-in audience, so not as big a surprise as like Narco or Nectar and all that stuff, but it's been hot. And here's one that has been hard to get. This is only distributed at the 2026 Comics Pro Retailer Conference. I don't know if I want to spend the kind of money that you're going to have to spend to get this, but it is the Mask Ashcan. Of course, the new Mask series comes out soon, and I cannot wait. I'm so pumped. I'm going to get every variant for it, the first issue. Next up, we have Terminal Ashcan for 2026, written by Robert Cookman, who wrote, of course, wrote The Walking Dead and all that stuff. This was also a Comics Pro Ashcan. I think it came with Mask, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Mask doesn't come out till June.
No, it does not. But I can't wait for it. I've already got it on my FOC, dude. I told my comic shop I want every variant, and there's going to be a blind bag. And it kind of pisses me off because why don't we have a G.I. Joe blind bag? We need it now. Bring me a G.I. Joe blind bag. If you want to get my money, bring out a G.I. Joe blind bag, because I was done with blind bags. But if you want to pull me back into it, that's how you do it. All right. Next up, we have lastly, we got new history of the DC Universe, the Dakota Incident #1. DC reported early success for this one-shot, ranking as the #1 selling graphic novel on Amazon and Kindle. So maybe that means This is a good sign that maybe we'll get some of these characters from this universe back into DC. We need Icon, Static. We need more of them in the DC universe, y'all. Please bring them in. All right. Next up, I got to get my other thing set. We're getting right through this, Jeff. And Bruce did tell us that. Damn right he did. So listen to Bruce, y'all. He knows what he's talking about. I'll give his flowers today.
Okay, Bruce. Where do you hide your crystal ball?
The Hot 10 Comics of the Week. And this is kind of like more of the higher end kind of books, usually. So let's get into it. Jeff, we got some new contenders this week on the Hot 10. Coming in at number 10, we have Uncanny X-Men 94. This is the second team appearance of the X-Men that debuted in Giant Size X-Men number 1. So you get the second appearance of Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Thunderbird. Also, the fourth appearance of Wolverine, which also begs the question, Jeff, how many appearances do you have to make before they stop counting them?
That's a good question. I was wondering why anybody's talking about a fourth appearance.
I don't know, but it's a good question. Also, it's the first appearance of Dragonfly, and it's the beginning of Chris Claremont's 16-year consecutive epic. I put the word epic in there on my own because it was run on the title ending with Uncanny X-Men issue 279. And this was the first new X-Men story following 5 years of reprints.
I think I have like the 229th appearance of Wolverine. Guess what issue it is?
Oh, and the Ashcan didn't come with mask. Okay, thanks, Bruce. Huh? What is it? I'm sorry. I was trying to catch up with the chat. And we got it number 9. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, let's see what sold this week. 9.0 CGC sold for $1,700 this week. That's up 27%. 6.5 has sold for $518. But see down here at the bottom, Jeff, where it says a 3.0, it sold for, or 3.5 sold for $362. That's more of my price range, right? But anyway, so we got number 9. Now we got number 9. We have Avengers issue 4. This, of course, is when Captain America joins the Mighty Avengers. First cover appearance of Captain America as an official Marvel's comic cover. Previously, he'd been in Timely and then Atlas Comics. This is also the first appearance of Captain America in the Silver Age and the first cameo appearance of Baron Heinrich Zemo. Also, we have a flashback to the death of Bucky in this issue. So a lot of action-packed stuff goes on in this book. Extremely high grades, about $5,000. This week,
Blue
CDC
chipper.
5.5. This is a blue chipper all the way. A 5.5 CDC this week sold for $2,059. A 1.8 sold for $600, and a reprint in a 9.8 sold for $350. But there's no previous data on that. All right, let's see. Let's check the chat real quick. Hey, Lady Braven, good to see you here. Love to see you. All right. Next up, coming in at number 8, we have Tales of Suspense, issue 39. We even get you some panels in here. Check this out. All right. I didn't even notice that before. So we got some panels here. This, of course, unless you've been under a rock, this is the first appearance of Iron Man, the debut of Iron Man's Model 1 or Mark 1 armor. First appearance of Wong Chu, a Viet Cong warlord and Iron Man's first enemy. $44,000 in super high grade, but you're not going to find it really usually. CDC 5.5 sold for $13,500 this week. Then it says here, Jeff, there is only one issue of this book graded in 9.8 and only one sale on record. You know how much that sale was for? $840,000. Tony.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Next
So,
up,
Tony?
we have, hey, Tony, can you believe that? There's only one 9.8 copy of Tales of Suspense 39, the first appearance of Iron Man, and in 2024 it sold for $840,000.
I can believe that.
It's kind
Well,
of
actually,
That's kind of cheap.
That's-
Think about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. That's kind of cheap.
Can you imagine though that having a 9/8 copy of any book that was printed in 1963? It must. I don't know. That's wild.
And having the only 9/8 on the census.
Oh my God! Yeah, you better lock that thing up. Next up,
Yeah.
on the I think this is number 7 on the list. Yeah, Absolute Batman number
It's
1.
Absolute Alfred.
Oh,
Absolute Chaos, baby. Alfred Pennyworth and all them guys are going to be this one. We already know all about this one. 9.8 this week sold for $363. 90-day average as versus the 9-day average of $358. 5 copies in a 9.8 outsold the 90-day average. And there's so many variants you'll find of this one. So I don't know if I'd get it right now, but it's still hot. At number 6, we have Batman Adventures number 12. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn in a standard comic. CDC 9.8 this week sold for $2,200. 3 copies of a 9.8 outsold the 12-month average. CDC 9.6 sold for $750 this week. And a 9.6 newsstand has sold for $1,000 this week. Coming in at number 5, we have Amazing Spider-Man 129, the first appearance of the Jackal and the Punisher, if you like that guy. CDC 9.2 this week sold for $3,083. And we had a 2.0 sold for $750. The Punisher's first appearance is ranked 6 out of the 9 weeks of 2026. Coming in to get number 4. Star Wars number 1 from Marvel Comics Group. First appearance of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, C-3PO, yada, 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 yada. There you go. First cover appearance of Obi-Wan and Han Solo, who are not in the story. CDC 9.8 sold for $3,230, up 19% from the average. 4 copies at a 9.8 outsold the 12-month average. It's 9.6 sold this week for $854.
So what do you think? Marvel Star Wars number 1, is that now a solid forever blue chip? Do you believe?
I think it is.
I think so.
I've been thinking that for a while. But that's just me. I'm biased towards Star Wars. Now we got another one coming in here at number. Okay, wait. Yeah, I already got that. Number 3, Avengers, issue 1 from 1963. One of these days, guys. One of these days. First team appearance and origin of the Avengers of Hulk, Iron Man, Wasp, Thor, and Ant-Man. A CDC 4.0 sold this week for $3,904. And a 1.0 sold for $1,470. This is the first time Avengers number 1 is qualified for the Key Collector Hot 10 this year. Coming in at number 2, Giant Size X-Men number 1. Second Genesis. Yeah, there you go. Storm. All that. You see all that great stuff. Anyway, so it's the first appearance of the new X-Men Storm, Nightcrawler, Colossus Thunderbird. Third appearance of Wolverine. First appearance of Ilana Rasputin as a child. And then introduction of Krakoa, the Living Island. And the first time you hear the sound effect snick associated with Wolverine's claws. CDC 9.6 this week sold for $13,420. A 2.5 sold for $9.99. And coming in number 1, no surprise, usually when this shows up. Here he is, the first appearance of Wolverine, Hulk, issue 181. Nice cover there. I always like that cover.
It's pretty.
The Marvel
Dude,
Value
I'm
staff
sitting over here on the sunny side of the bleachers, frying like a piece of chicken.
CDC 8.5 this week sold for $4,950. And 3 copies and a 6.0 outsold the 12-month average when one of them sold for $2,780. And a 1.5 sold this week for $1,500 Benjamins. All right. Dollar dues or whatever you want to say, or clams, So anyway, there's your Hot 10 comics of the week. It is a football game. He's at his son's flag football game.
Hey, before
I can't see the chat. Are people saying there's too much background noise?
So, Matt, before you start your next thing, I was going to tell you that you showed Hulk 181, and I bought a T-shirt that has an homage to that cover on it. But instead of it being the Wendigo and Hulk and Wolverine, it's Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers.
Oh, cool. I'd like to get that. All right, let's go to the next thing. This is the fun part. Tony, you going to help me read some of them? I don't think Jeff can where he's at. So,
Well, that's one of the reasons why I went ahead and hopped on, because you didn't have nobody to help you.
let me go. Here we go. Out of context panels of the week. All right, this is where we get a little goofy on the show, right? And Tony,
Little.
I'm gonna let you go first this time.
Okay. You fool! She'll never forgive me now. You can stop worrying. This is your fiance.
All right, I'll go next. Life is a joke. A madman like Doom addresses the UN while the law is after me. Yeah, well, a lot of that going around here lately. All right.
That's that part. Oh, Ben, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Just lay there. We're good. All right. Next up, I'll do this one. I'll release more brain energy into my muscles than you'll marry me. No, I won't, Steve. I've discovered that I can never love a dominant man who's stronger than me. Oh, he got shot down hard, didn't he?
Damn.
Damn, Wonder Woman. Yeah, damsel in distress. All right, Tony, here you go.
All right. Father, what does it say? Father sees our fat son. He's a vicious, horrible criminal. What? Just for having 6 extra helpings of eggplant?
Oh, man, she's a mean woman. Huh. I never thought I'd come after a monkey. Didn't we all, dearie?
Oh, shit.
We'll let that one marinate for a minute and see if everybody can get that one. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go, Tony.
Hey, how about a job? How about a job demonstrating this bed? It's awfully comfortable, and I'm very good at sleeping.
Yeah. All right. Twinkie cakes, my favorite, delicious golden sponge cakes, fluffy cream filling. I'll finish them off, and then I'll finish Spider-Man. Oh, okay. Are you going to get his creamy? Are you going to get his creamy filling? That's what I'm wondering. I think you want Spider-Man's creamy filling. Here you go, Tony.
I've got to get you off. I gotta. But what'll I do with you? Okay.
All right. Okay. Nice going, Saturn girl. Who asked you? Kindly keep your unwanted opinion to yourself. Well, Saturn
Yeah,
girl's
bitch.
kind of mean. Here you
Yeah,
go, Tony.
Crooks hate him. Creeps despise him. Spies can't stand the sight of him. And he's looking at us.
Oh, well, we didn't do what we do.
Yeah, really.
Next up, I'm going to do this one. Here we go. Oh, no, it's flat, insipid. It's nothing. Yeah, it happens to a lot of guys, honey, so don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
Here you go, Tony.
I know you're qualified, but you can't work here. You scare all our other employees away.
Who he's talking to? Archie, watch out for that bar of soap. Huh? Don't drop the soap? Is that what he's saying? Because that's what I got out of it. Here you go, Tony.
Bring me out another hot dog, Arch.
Daddy must spank you bad boys. Ow. Oops. There's two problems here. First of all, he's saying, Daddy must spank you bad boys. And look at the phallic kind of like innuendo here with this guy. All right. That's.
Oh.
Here you go, Tony.
All right. She's sweet, isn't she, Artie? Sweet and wholesome and angelic. Everything that I'm not. I knew a sweet kid once killed her whole family with an axe.
I am the spanker, former headmaster of an exclusive private prep school, wrenched from my position for administering excessive corporate punishment. I don't know. Was that what you were doing, or were you doing some other kind of spanking? That's probably why he got fired. Let's be honest. But look how he's got a paddle in a holster over here.
Yeah.
He's a spanker, baby. Get a job with an S&M group or something. You'd be all right. Probably make more money. Here you go, Tony.
Oh, Daddy, don't be so unfair. Dr. Bruce Banner is one of our most famous scientists. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. You keep out of this, Betty. This is man talk.
Damn, dude. I guess he's never heard of women's lib, right?
Yeah, really?
All right. Okay, I got this one. He's our friend in. Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't know if this is a good one. He's our friend and slave. I'm glad you pulled him back with us. Watch for us for the next issue of Amazing Man Comics and Big Boy too. Oh, Big Boy. Okay, maybe that's why I did it. All right, here you go. Here you go.
Let's see if I can read it. I should be soaring on clouds, but I can't read it.
Okay.
I should be. Okay, go ahead, man. I can't read it.
I should be soaring on cloud 9. Then, why do I feel as if Dick's ring is an anchor around me, dragging me down, down, down?
Damn.
All right, Tony, you can do this one.
Yes, and this is your lucky day. Good girlfriend, because I just happen to have my trusty trimmer with me. Well, I do know. Well, I don't know. Do you know how to use it? Oh.
Okay, I'll take this one and go. You don't want me because I'm a freak, right? A mutant. Well, now that you mention it. All right, here you go.
But in the privacy of the apartment assigned to her, I can't comb my hair to cover my horns. It would have hurt Sad Dev's feelings, but I'll never get used to them.
I dated a girl that I think had to cover her horns up. Soon, we will have his soul. So apparently they're going to suck his soul out of his ear.
Okay.
All right. Here you go, Tony. If you can't read it, no, I'll read it.
I got it. What do you think of her, Carney? She'll wow 'em, won't she? Well, bearded ladies aren't exactly new attractions, but I will say I've never seen a beaver like that, babes. Damn.
Oh.
Oh.
It's gotten larger.
That might be the best one. All right. But as Noel places his arms around the girl, what those bristling wings sprouting from your back, they're wings.
That's that same girl I was talking about I dated.
Oh.
All right. Here comes the original meat wrecker.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Tony. You got a good one.
Strange place, Uranus. I think I see a factory over there.
Here we go. Now is my chance to try out an idea I've always had.
Easy,
Eastern. Okay, what's he doing, dude? I think he's working for Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
All right, and then how'd that get in there? Oh, my bad. Anyway, that's out of context panels of the week. Tony, you got anything you want to shout out, or anybody want to shout out?
No, man. I'm just shout out to Black Order Comic Club. Made me a member, and if I get a video edited, I'm going to try to drop tomorrow some mail calls. If not, it'll be Tuesday.
Awesome. And I have a mail call bill that came out today, and one from yesterday too. I've had a lot of mail coming. Usually the first of the month, the first couple weeks of the month, I get a lot of mail. But also I have a comic conversation tomorrow night. Like the March Madness continues, and I'm going to be helping review a movie called Fade to Black on Pop Culture Philosopher's channel. I've been collaborating with him in One Collection Down, and then Tuesday, I have that's our schedule for the movies for the whole month of March. By the way, so got some bangers in there, so stay tuned for that. And me and Jeff will be recording our video and dropping this Tuesday for G.I. Joe issue 13, the last plane from Rio Lindo. So check out that review and deep dive on that. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. My guest will be Patrick Hardy from it. His Instagram page is called The Missing Collection. He collects movie props from movies, and he's got like his basement looks like Planet Hollywood. It looks like a museum. So I can't wait to interview Patrick. And of course, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, the March Madness, like we talked about, and we will be reviewing at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll be reviewing The Serpent and the Rainbow, directed by Wes Craven, starring Bill Pullman in one of his earlier roles. So please stay tuned for all that, and I appreciate all you guys for watching. Got some congrats coming out there. Steve was here. Hey, Steve. Good to see you, Steve. BOCC. Hey, Arcus Drift. Hey, man, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, it's a great movie. I think it's an underrated movie. So that's kind of why I picked it, because March Madness is all about movies about madness and insanity, And I thought that was a good one, because there's a lot of times in the movie where Bill Pullman, you don't know if he's just going crazy or if there's actually a voodoo or both. I think it was both, though. For me, it was both. But thanks for watching. For Big Jeff and Grandpa Starscream down here, this is Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club. And like Uncle Stan used to always say, until next time, true believers, Excelsior.
Come, son of Jarrell, kneel before Zod! Snoochie boochies.